When I was a little boy, I grew up in a small town, and I had a grandfather who was kind of the patriarch of the town.
Where's the small town? Put us
It was Hiram, Ohio.
Okay.
But my grandfather was this big guy in this little village, and one of the things that he reserved to himself was the chance to give the first bicycle to his grandchildren. So when you got to the age where you could get a bicycle, he was going to give you that bicycle. So I look forward to this. So when I got to that age, whatever it was, 7 years old, when you move from the tricycle to a bicycle, he presented me with a bicycle, and it was all decorated by my grandmother. But my grandfather was not a good man. He was actually a mean-spirited man, even though he liked to give away these gifts. And he said to me, "Chris, you're so fat and uncoordinated that I don't think you'll ever even learn to ride this bicycle." And he said that to me upon giving me a gift. Well, I was appalled, I was hurt, I was shamed, and I said to myself, I'm not going to ride this bicycle as a way of stiffing my grandfather.
Right.
When in reality, I was fulfilling exactly what he said. And I never rode a bicycle. So all those years when children were riding bicycles and your friends would come and say, "Hey Chris, let's go ride bikes," I would have some excuse why I couldn't do it. Until I met a beautiful young woman in college who loved to ride bicycles. And she kept trying to coax me to go out on a bike. And I would try the same ruse. Oh, I have to study. I've got to do this, I've got to do that. One day we went to her home in Long Island and I had no homework. She said, "Let's ride bikes." And I thought to myself, well, maybe you hear these stories of people getting on a bike the first time and just riding. Maybe that will happen for me.
Maybe magic will occur.
I have no other option. I'm going to have to try. So I got on, I fell off. She looked at me and said, "Oh, are you all right?" I got on, I fell off. I got on, I fell off. And she pieced it all together. She realized I didn't know how to ride a bike. And she said, "Chris, let's just go on inside and make cookies." I said, no, I'm going to learn to ride this bike. And I learned to ride that bike that day in Long Island on this leafy street where nobody knew me. And then I developed a passion for bike riding. I learned that this was something that I could do. There was no reason I couldn't have done it. And I missed like 10 years of good bike riding.
Right.
And I just wanted to catch up.
To gobble it all
So I
up.
started biking all over the United States. And it became this incredible passion of mine. But I go back to the story because I spent 10 years of my childhood listening to a voice in my head of someone telling me I was incapable, when in fact I was capable. And once I discovered how capable I was, it became a passion. I wanted to bike everywhere.